Art thou the devil come to renege on his bargain?
No, but I get that a lot.
Perhaps thou art deaf. Come to claim me and break the contract.
I just want to stop this place from breaking my place.
And I say...
I see a timeless land filled with dangers. World covered in sand. People suffering from the oppression of an ancient evil. Someone with the power to liberate mankind from the gods! I see surfing! What the f***? Surfing? Surfing! Atlas Fallen, coming August the 10th.
So, your uncle. What's wrong with him?
He says a dark man is following him, watching him at all times.
No! 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 You stay back!
передаем сообщение информбюро о первом в мире полете человека в космическое пространство.
The Mendeleev complex is under the control of Nora, the damaged artificial intelligence.
I brought you to our cozy family nest, sugar.
So we're isolated. No comms, no transport.
The entire complex is ours now. It's a storm of our passion, honey.
For reasons that are unclear to me, Nora has decided that you are her perfect man.
I'm mad with excitement. You can do anything you want with me. What is that you desire?
Not to worry, Major. We're all friends here.
What's up, turds? A fairy tale adventure to the Sea Palace is about to commence, turds! My name is CM Turds, and I'm going to tell you what you need to know about this turd and Sea Palace. Before you start diving off into the Sea Palace, turds, make sure you're level 30 or over. Then you need to talk to your spooky ghost thingy. Oh, right, the Black Spirit. When you get the quest, it's time to take the turning test of destiny. Whoa, that's rad. You can find this near Velia, as well as in the land of the morning light. Oh, Shell, before we go any further, make sure to claim this awesome coupon. It should help you when swimming to the Sea Palace, turds. First things first, turds. Welcome to the Sea Palace. Right on. Isn't it turding awesome? Now, listen up, turds. There are 4 people you should see. Shellfolk Yangban, Shim Chong, Goyang, and Durong. Each has a story to tell you, turds. And if you help them out, I'm sure they will give you some Sea Palace seals. More about those later. Oh, Shell, it's Gapdol. This man's awesome. If you still need a guide, Gapdol is your man, turds. Oh, you can find Gapdol near the entrance, turds. I heard Miss Myo and my uncle, Mr. Turd, are having a race. My Shell is on Mr. Turd. He's turtastic. Find Darong to cast your vote. Once it's over, find Hyunyong. to collect your reward. Hold up, is that what I think it is? It's Vel! Whoa! Wait, Vel's gotten a bit smaller, don't you think, Turts? Oh, Shell! It's baby Vel, that's dope. I heard from Gapdol that baby Vel appears 5 times a day, and that you can pick up a weekly quest from Doron to face off against this overgrown Squidward. The Sea Palace seems to have influenced the Black Spirit Adventure Board. Your dice should be in the Challenge tab. Then, all you need to do is roll the dice of Destiny, Turts. After you completed the story, Shim-Chong quests, you can receive some more quests from Shim-Chong. From these quests, you can obtain a whole bunch of seals. Turds. I mean, look at all this stuff you can get. Check out that bubbly diving suit. That totally rocks, Turd. Oh, last but not least, Turds, I heard Dario has an interesting story to tell. I'm not even sure he's supposed to be fishing here, Turds. Well, I hope this has been helpful, Turds. Remember, if you're still stuck on where to go, my man Capdol has your back, Turds. Watch your shell down there, and enjoy your time at the Sea Palace, Turds.
I saved you. And I'm here to save you again. Her parasites are merely a symptom of a greater sickness in Faerun. The infected hear the voice of the Absolute and believe it to be a god.
The Absolute is more dangerous than you can possibly conceive. It threatens all who live. It threatens the gods, the weave, the very fabric of the universe itself.
How would you feel about helping me kill some evil bastards?
Blackith blesses me this day. Together, we might survive.
I'll enjoy watching you try. In mere moments, all that you have dreaded will come to pass. When the screaming stops and your mind is gone. The rest, perhaps, is silence.
Hey, did you hear? Lady Jushui just got back from beyond Celestial Gate.
Seems she also brought back a couple guests from outside.
Right, I saw them earlier today. Lord Mingjing himself was handling their reception.
What? It must be something important. Probably related to the darkness.
Hey, come on. It's such a nice day today. Why bring that up? Relax. Lord Myoho said as long as we stick together, those things won't...
Whoa! Look! Look over there! That's them up there, right?
I don't have much time left, Zeke.
Hey, brother! Come here! Wow, so pretty! What was your wish? I'll never tell you. Just tell me, please.
The strings on me continue to pull. Someone new tinkering in my head. Do you know what it's like to be torn apart and stitched back together? You're lucky I'm here to spare you the agony. They just won't let me die. Your will to live is fading. I can see it.
Death keeps chasing me, but I keep him in my rear view. This will be fun. I feel good. Here I go killing again. You're going to become a skeleton now. Bandit eliminated.
Death finds a way.
Small, mate.
I'm not finished with you yet. Some skinbag out there thinks they're in control. I'll rip it from their cold, dead hands.
Go with the wind. My blade, my sword. Face monster. Take the wind. It feels its fire.
Hey everyone, Alex here from the Champs team. We want to share an overview of our EVO roster, some of which you've seen in previous updates. And you just saw an exciting new addition to Project L's champion lineup, Yasuo, the Unforgiven. Yasuo is a master swordsman who manipulates the wind with his blade. On top of that, he can cancel in and out of a versatile stance, giving him tools for every situation. He can outplay with mix-ups, he can go to the air for really technical combos, play defense with his wind wall, or honestly just win neutral with huge normals. And you can come check him out today at EVO. For the rest of the roster, we have 3 more champions available to play. We have Darius, the Hand of Noxus. Noxus is Runeterra's brutal, expansionist empire. As a ruthless, axe-wielding general, Darius hits like a truck. He owns the mid-range, and he's relentless on offense, too. Once he wounds his opponent, they'll take huge chip damage from everything. And he can reset over and over to keep the pressure coming.
No quarter!
Then there's Echo, the boy who shattered time. A punk genius with the power to rewind time. With Echo's Chrono Strikes, you can go in, then call for a do-over. He's tough to whiff punish and even tougher to block correctly. And if he's tired of staying in your face, he can zone at mid-range with a timely projectile. Finally, there's Ari, the Nine-Tailed Fox, a mage who can channel the magic of the spirit realm. Ari is a rushdown terror who controls the air and attacks from all angles. She has a unique resource, Foxfire, which she can blast to extend her pressure, giving her high lows and left rights for days. With Meter, things get really open-ended. We've got a ton more champs in the lab, like Jinx and Alawi, but we hope you'll enjoy getting your first taste of Project L with this roster. Each champion has their own unique playstyle and identity, and when teamed up, they can pull off some pretty wild sequences. We're excited to see what you'll come up with. If you're at EVO and you want to try our champs for yourself, we'll have a full guide on how to actually play Project L coming really soon. Thanks everyone. See you there.
My blade. My sword.
Don't look away. Give me your heart!
Welcome back to our EA Sports FC 24 Deep Dive series. Today we're talking about the new match day experience, and I'm here with Fab and Adriano from the development team at EA. Welcome, guys.
Thanks for having us.
Happy to be here. There are a ton of new features coming, so let's just jump into some of the major upgrades, starting with the new Frostbite engine.
Yeah, our goal was to make FC 24 really the most immersive and realistic title we've ever launched. And really with the improvements to Frostbite, it's allowed us to bring our players and atmosphere and stadiums to life and really trying to represent the game as authentically as we possibly can.
Yeah, so what that kind of means is looking at the fundamentals, like, how can we make the pitch feel as real as possible? How can we make kits look and feel and react to bodies as they do in real life?
And I understand one of the big changes here is the new player models.
Absolutely. So these new models are a perfect example of how the evolving Frostbite engine can make the playing experience more immersive.
We just wanted to add as much detail to the players as we can.
Because we all know every footballer is different and we want to capture those differences. So whether it be a Sam Kerr or Holland or, Peter Crouch's lanky frame.
Using his head in more ways than one!
It looks incredible, and it just looks like the fabric is completely leveled up. Is that something that was a focus and a big thing coming to FC24?
Yeah, we completely revamped our cloth system. What's really cool is how the cloth deforms and wrinkles. It really maintains that athletic form underneath and just really adds to the overall athleticism of our players.
It seems like the lighting as well has also really leveled up this year.
Yeah, absolutely. Another technology that Frostbite has allowed us is something that we're calling feature lighting. So this year you'll notice there's more contrast. The players will just pop more from the background, making it feel more cinematic with more depth to the frame. It's going to make every moment and every match look better than it ever has.
Well, speaking of every match, let's move to the match day experience, which I know has a few fresh features this year. What should we expect when we load up a game?
So if you watch football, you know how broadcasters are constantly bringing more excitement and intrigue to all the moments around the match itself.
Yep, for example, we really wanted to use our augmented reality technology to highlight key stats of the match or inform our players in understanding elements of the game.
Yeah, this is one of my favorite features because it lets you relive the action while also giving context and data about what you just did. You know, one example is actually displaying your team's stamina, so we can actually help them inform, making substitutions. On top of that, we're also showing possession, passes completed, as well as shots on target.
And the atmosphere is building up already.
And there are actually a bunch of new visual experiences. We're introducing snappier dynamic match intros that are mode specific, and they get you into the action quickly while still setting the stage and reminding you what you're playing for.
Yeah, absolutely. And with match day menus, whether it's in the intro, at halftime, or at full time, we're able to bring players to locker rooms, commentator gantry, tunnels within the stadium, even on the pitch with subs, and it's going to make their match day experience feel all that more immersive.
One thing I want to point out as we're seeing all of this is a new gameplay camera, and it feels like the community is actually really going to like this addition.
Yeah, good eye. So that's one thing we are adding in FC24. So we've taken kind of inspiration from some of the most popular cameras in our communities, and we've tried to blend that tactical view with something that was also immersive and entertaining. On top of that, we have a brand new referee point of view camera that you'll see before some free kicks and even during some yellow cards and red cards. And it's going to give you a brand new perspective from the pitch.
I also heard that we finally get to see the commentators broadcasting the game. And in particular, do we spy some new faces here?
We are super excited with a new commentary duo that we're welcoming to FC24, starting with English commentator Guy Mowbray and former English international Sue Smith.
Could be something on. And there's the opener. The all-important first goal of the game.
Absolutely smashes it past the keeper. And you have to say it was a good finish.
All right, with the new commentary team, excited to hear how they recap a goal, but also so excited to hit these new celebrations.
We all know it'll be really hard to compete with the gritty, but we've got some new inspired by real-world celebrations that I really think people are going to love.
Yeah, and it's not just goal celebrations. We also wanted to focus in on key moments during the play. For instance, like a big save or a key block, where you actually see their teammates rush them and celebrate with them, creating these cool moments during the action.
I appreciate you both taking the time to walk through all of these visual improvements coming to FC24, from the new revolutionized Frostbite engine to the revamped match day experience, and of course, all of these new ways that we will be celebrating those 90th minute winners. Fab and Adriano, thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, it's been a blast.
Can't wait to play EA Sports FC24. And we'll see you all back here for some more deep dives. Welcome to the club.
Good morning, EVO attendees. As many of you are warming up for pools, I wanted to take a moment to give you all the info you'll need about Project L. Available all day today and tomorrow on the show floor. What you'll be playing is a demo of Project L that we put together just for EVO. Because we're playing an in-development version of the game, we'll provide the controllers and the sticks. But in the future, we'll obviously support all kinds of devices. And we want your feedback. Everyone on the team is excited to put the game in front of the FGC, so let us know what you think. For now, though, let's dive in on how to play.
Hello everyone, Caroline here. I'm a game designer on the team. Let's get right into it. We'll start with the basics. Project L has light, medium, and heavy normal attacks. Some of these can be modified with a directional input. Here are some basic combos. You can launch your opponent with down, forward, and heavy to continue your combos in the air. Each champ also has a range of special moves tied to the S1 and S2 buttons. You've also got access to 2 different level 1 ultimates for finishing combos. These use 1 bar of your ultimate meter. Press down down in S1 or down down in S2. And try down down S1 and S2 together for your champ's strongest cinematic level 2 ultimate.
Or fall before me!
So with all of these big buttons, how do you defend? Project L has quite a few defensive options. Like you'd expect, holding back or down back blocks. But if you want to get him off you, try a push block. Or a retreating guard. If you think you've got the reads, you can parry high or low attacks for the cost of 1 bar of meter. A well-timed parry creates a shockwave that leaves your opponent wide open to attack and refunds the meter cost. But mistiming one leaves you vulnerable to punishment. Replay! Is your opponent jumping at you or over you a lot? All champions also have access to an anti-air attack. Try holding down and pressing heavy when your opponent is crowding your airspace. And if you're in a really bad spot, send in your assist champ with a well-timed dynamic save. Even if they're already KO'd, your off-screen partner will still swoop in to help you break up combos. You'll only get to dynamic save a couple of times a match, and it can be countered if you're not careful. Speaking of teammates, remember, you can play Project L solo or with a friend on your team. There are plenty of options for 2 champs to work together, and pretty much every tag and assist mechanic is tied to the team button. Check it out. So every champion has 2 assist actions, used by hitting team left or team right. When you're playing solo, both inputs are controlled by you. But if you're playing with a friend, assists are controlled by your teammate off-screen. For charged assist, it's a similar deal. Hold the team button down for the assist champion to come out and release it for their move. When you want to quickly swap assist and point champions, hold down the team button. If you want to get him in even faster, just press the team button while they're already on screen. The team button can also be used for a launching attack that queues up your teammate for an alley-oop air combo. Okay, here's a fun one. When you get KO'd before your ally, and they're low on health, you can still impact the match with a super powerful off-screen move. We're calling this Last Stand, and it's a way to claw your way back from early losses. Lastly, let's talk about the Fuse system. Fuses are powerful synergy options that change up your duo's playstyle. For example, the 2x assist fuse allows your team to throw out 2 assists back-to-back instead of 1. Another fuse option is Double Down, which lets you and your duo link ultimates together. So during any level 1 ult, your teammate can also ult with you one after another to deal massive damage. Fury Fuse is a great option for newer players that kicks in when champions are low on health. They'll get a damage bonus and access to a special dash cancel. But if you prefer things a bit more dynamic, Freestyle Fuse allows teams to handshake tag multiple times within one sequence. You can pull off some crazy extended combos with this.
Got it. Stand with me.
I know this seems like a lot, but really, you'll pick up most of this as you play. So don't worry too much about the details. Get out there, press some buttons, and tell us what you think. Here's a controller diagram for y'all. Screenshot this now if you want an easy reference. We can't wait to see what you do this weekend with Project L, which, just to confirm, is not our final name. We'll share that a bit later. Riders will be on site to meet y'all, run some sets, and get your feedback. We'll see you soon.
Peggy 16.
Greetings, sinners. My name is Dave and I'm the community manager working on Blasphemous 2. Over the coming weeks and months, we'll be sharing more about the game and its features, including the 3 brand new weapons you'll have at your disposal. We know you've all been waiting a long time for this, so let's dive straight in. When you're looking for the perfect all-rounder to vanquish your foes, you can rely on the versatility of the Praying Blade. Being the most balanced weapon in your arsenal, you can count on it for both offense and defense. Deliver swift punishment from above with one of the blade's strongest attacks, causing an explosion of sanguine energy from the point of impact. Remember to keep your guard up though, as enemies will be all too ready to retaliate. Luckily, this can open them up to a lacerating strike of pure penance. Empower the blade further with an array of passive and active upgrades, allowing you to mix up your playstyle and tailor your Righteous Crusade in any way you see fit. Take to the skies with a devastating upward slice, hitting enemies multiple times before plunging back down to incredible effect. Finally, unleash the blade's full potential by coating it in your own blood. This powerful ability deals massive damage, while increasing the reach and potency of the blade and its attacks. We hope you've enjoyed this brief look into the Praying Blade, and can't wait to see how it aids you on your journey through Blasphemous 2. Until next time, sinners.
I'm not sure exactly when it began, but a prophecy has been circulating around Fontaine. The people will all be dissolved into the waters, and only the Hydro Archon will remain, weeping on her throne.
I, Focalor, hereby welcome you to the nation of Hydro, and acknowledge the value and significance of your trip. Now, you may rejoice in this. In your opinion, do you think it's right to treat a trial like it's an opera?
To the people of Fontaine, the line between a trial and a performance can be a little blurred. Welcome, one and all, to the Opera Epiclese. Watch carefully now. Blink and you might miss it. Step right up. And over here is my sister Lynette, who will be working as my wonderful assistant.
Ta-da! Step on up! Let the magic begin!
Here comes the finale.
To spend some time at the bottom of the sea in peace.
Getting here! Going under!
If you look up at the sky from far enough underwater, even the sun is soft on the ice. These fossils are all that's left of these beautiful creatures. I wonder how long before the rest of the world becomes part of this underwater museum, too.
Wait. Who am I?
The water is gradually swallowing our memories. It won't be long before it swallows us.
We've been trying to find out how the Oratrice operates. We want to know why it has a consciousness. Why can it deliver sentences accurately?
Rain. It's raining.
We must know all we can about this nation's secrets in order to deal with that prophesized crisis.
Is this part of the show?
You've got to be kidding!
What happened?
Charges have now been pressed, and as such, a trial is in order. Therefore, you would be wise to tell everything you know and seek the protection of the guards.
Dear God, it's a whole army of Gardamex.
I believe this is indeed the finale!
Your so-called justice, your beloved drama, while turning a blind eye to the suffering of the people.
In your eyes, the value of a human life is nothing compared to those cold laws you hold so dear.
So this is how justice is done in Fontaine. What a joke. You've got your rules. Well, I've got mine too!
今日これから最後となる夜が始まる。それでも行かねばならないクオンとの決着のために。
じゃあ行くとしようか。長く続いたこの夜の物語を終わらせにな。
アンダーナイトインバース2。
怖いのか？安心してくれ。俺は絶対に負けたりしねえよ。
ようやくこの時が来た。正真正銘最後の夜がな。
我が暴走のサビとなれ。
今宵だけは私の答えのためにこの剣を振るいます。
私はオートノミックナーブ、バティスタ、人ではないもの。
俺は俺のなすべきことをなす。それだけだ。アンダーナイトインバース2シスタセレス。待ちわびたよ、この時を。
Did you miss me?
Are you ready? Let's go!
Patience, darling.
invasion is coming. The future is in jeopardy. I am the Enigma. I need to get a message out to our heroes. Null Sector's forces are attacking Rio, Gothenburg, and Toronto. I need reinforcements in these locations. We need heroes, more now than ever. Together, we will fight for the future. Answer the call, heroes. It's time to fight back. Prepare for the invasion.
Please evacuate to the ferry terminal. Final evacuations are underway. All remaining civilians, get to the ferry terminal. This is your last chance to get out of the city. Please!
This is not war. This is liberation.
It's bad, soldier. There's something different about Null Sector this time.
They've taken over most of the city and they're rounding up Omnics.
Null Sector is everywhere! I'll hold them as long as I can!
There's more to these attacks than we think.
The civilians can't hold out much longer.
It's Null Sector. We need to get the defenses online!
It's a killing machine!
This is not cruelty. This is justice.
Raging Storm! 知らぬい究極奥義
知らぬ流忍法ファイナルクンナイ
ビンゴファイヤー
ほう昇降
上昇
ビーフォーヒグリゼーレパワーケイタ
Got all this! City of the Ribbon!
KOF 15!
Watashi no na wa Najd. Omae wo sabaku mono no na da.
Najd.
必ず勝つのが正義だ。
油断はしない。
Do along.
この程度。
Ooh, you're pretty good. I'm just a little better.
Just listen what's called the years, the word of the guy who was hated by that god of failure. Just lean.
A happy ending happens when the handsome guy wins. The Joker's just a clown when you don't win. Gonna repay that with interest. Let's get one thing straight. I didn't beat you. You beat yourself. If you've got sour grapes, I'm all ears. Oh, you're taking a gamble. I respect that. Let's make this simple. You won't be a hero. Be the last man standing.
That is bullshit blazing. Still my heart is blazing. If I lose my wings, I don't need a new world under you. Can't feel a thing. We already know the smell of the game. Remember, you are blazing.
Snoop D-O double G redeployed. I'll be the lead dog. I got you, homie. Into the road for your sorry ass. Got eyes on this area. Now you know you can't keep a gangster down.
They made me into this thing. No dreams. Just a killing machine. And I'm gonna do the same to you. I want to watch the life drain out of your eyes.
Taking on Mad Maggie. Come at the Queen? You best not miss.
But if I can't, I'm glad they can.
That wasn't your life flashing before your eyes. That was me.
You don't need a weapon to kill. But they make it more fun.
Bandit eliminated.
This is going to be fun.
They built me to be a perfect killer. Let's take you apart and see what you're made of.
I'm always watching.
Go ahead. Grab everything you can.
That's the goods.
In the end, it'll be buried with you. Death finds a way. Once you see the world through my eyes, you'll know fear. Here. Take a look.
Hello, everyone.
Welcome to Devolver Delayed.
It's been an amazing year for Devolver.
It's always great at Devolver.
And we have some exciting news about next year.
This year's delays.
That's right.
Some of our brightest upcoming titles are finding their way to 2024. It turns out, making a game that jumps between 2D and 3D worlds also has to account for the fourth dimension, time.
The Plucky Squire is moving to 2024 with more delightful surprises and adventure galore.
Hey, that rhymed!
Upward mobility in the fast-paced arena of corporate violence comes to the forefront as developer Free Lives adds more workplace chaos to their upcoming roguelike brawler.
Stick It to the Stickman is shifting its fiscal year to 2024.
You're fired! Ha ha!
Ha ha! Long is the way and hard that out of hell leads up to light.
And harder still for a skateboarding demon made of glass and pain trying to nail every trick in the book.
Of the damned,
Skate Story is grinding its way to the year of our Lord 2024.
The lightning-fast first-person shooter Angerfoot keeps getting angrier and footier as it kicks its way into next year.
Fuck yeah!
Those geniuses at Free Lives really know how to make every delay worthwhile.
And finally, our first delay announcement.
It's about time.
And it's a really good one. Pepper Grinder from RH will be digging and diving into 2024 like an auger.
An auger, huh?
It's a type of drill.
We hope you dig these thrilling delays.
2024 just got so much better.
Wishlists are open for all of these amazing titles.
But that's not all.
We've still got a Volvi-load of undelayed games coming out this year.
Like the noir platformer Gunbrella.
A gun umbrella? How practical.
Just like Danny DeVito.
Get ready for magical bullet crafting in Wizard with a Gun.
That looks like a blast.
Nothing like forging your own boomerang buckshot to clear out the forces of chaos.
If you're looking for a real head-scratcher, the Talos Principle 2 also comes out this year.
Mind-bending puzzles and the crushing weight of an existential crisis? Sign me up!
And don't forget the Cosmic Wheel Sisterhood, bringing a new twist to the customizable narrative fortune-telling genre.
Finally, a game with merch I can wear on the inside.
Huh?
Oh, sorry. Visions from the future.
Garmazoo is coming out this year too.
You mean the adorable online cooperative puzzle platformer?
I do.
Wow, that's so many great games coming out this year.
Yeah, and we're not even mentioning Broforce Forever.
We're not?
Nope.
Well, then that's all for now.
We'll see you on the next Devolver Delay. What was that?
Just McPixel 3 DLC.
Oh, it's nothing to be afraid of then.
Death, Lady of Men, Lady of the true faith and of the true path of those who breathe, hear my clamor. Give us thine blessing, give us thine righteousness, give us thine peace at the end of our journey. Only thine word is true, only thine church is the path. Thou art the end, and in being the end, thou art the beginning. O Lady, I beg of thee, give us thine protection today, that we might make thee an offer of 1,000 infidels cut down by our swords. Postpone today our inevitable end, so that our life becomes an instrument of death. By the breath, by the war, by the peace.
The DLC for Pokemon Scarlet or Pokemon Violet, the hidden treasure of Area Zero. Your adventures will extend beyond the Paldea region as you explore new places. Part 1, The Teal Mask. Supervised by Briar, one of the teachers at Blueberry Academy, you'll take part in this year's joint school trip. At the center of the land of Kitakami, a proud mountain stands tall. People live at the base of the mountain and grow apples in sprawling orchards. Rice paddies stretch across the land, and time passes slowly amid an abundance of nature. In the land of Kitakami, you'll meet a wide variety of Pokemon species that can't be found in Paldea. You'll also meet two siblings who study at Blueberry Academy. The strong-willed Carmine and her younger brother, the meek and gentle Kieran. In battle, Kieran uses a new evolution of Applin. Meet Diplin, a Pokemon that looks a lot like a candy apple. You'll set out on a tour of Kitakami to learn all about a folktale passed down in this land. This folktale tells of Pokemon who once saved Kitakami from an evil ogre. Okidogi, Monkey-Dory, and Pheasantipity. These Pokemon are known as the Loyal Three, and they're hailed as heroes. In the land of Kitakami, inspired by the tale of the Loyal Three and the Ogre, the Festival of Masks is held each year, and the village bustles with people and stalls. What mystery could lie behind this old folktale? We hope you'll all dive in and find out for yourselves. A traveling photographer is also visiting the village. Meet Perrin. It seems she's here in search of a certain Pokemon. Take pictures of Pokemon alongside Perrin and help her with her mission. In the Ogre Oustin minigame, you can pop Ogre balloons and try for a high score. As a reward, you'll get Mochi, which can help your Pokemon grow strong. You can use Mochi to increase base points for your Pokemon's stats. A fresh start Mochi can even reset a Pokemon's base points, so you can train your favorite Pokemon just the way you like. And that's not all. You'll be getting the new Roto Stick too. Take photos with wider angles using the Roto Stick. Try out new poses and give your snapshots more variety. Enjoy your school trip amid the beautiful land of Kitakami. Part 2, the Indigo Disc. Director Cyrano of Blueberry Academy, your academy's sister school, will invite you to visit as an exchange student. This is Blueberry Academy, where your story will unfold. Amazingly enough, this newly built school lies mostly underwater. In the terrarium located within the school, you'll find the subtropical savanna biome, the lush coastal biome, the rough and rugged canyon biome, and the freezing polar biome. A total of 4 artificially created areas. Each of these areas is home to many different Pokemon. You'll get to know the students of this academy, take on new classes, and experience a student life that's a bit different from what you're used to. The Academy students often engage each other in battle, and they formed a group called the BB League. At the top of this league stand the Elite Four. There's the level-headed student Lacey, the fiery, battle-loving cook Crispin, the taciturn and cool-headed Amaris, and Drayton, whose laid-back attitude belies his impressive battle skills. His partner, Archaludon, is a new Pokemon that evolves from Duraludon. These fierce trainers are all waiting to be challenged. To battle them, you'll first need to take on their elite trials. Apparently, one of these trials even lets your Koraidon or Miraidon fly around temporarily. Perhaps this latent power will be fully unlocked someday. One of the extracurricular activities at Blueberry Academy is the League Club. It even has its own club room, which you can redecorate as you please. In this room, you can find new ways to have fun, such as by changing up your Pokeball throwing style. At one point during your studies here, you'll be able to invite trainers from Paldea to be your special instructors. You can spend time with these trainers to get to know them better and battle them too. Finally, your adventure will lead you back to Paldea. What could the hidden treasure of Area Zero possibly be? That was Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet's DLC, The Hidden Treasure of Area Zero. We hope you look forward to adventuring beyond Paldea's borders.
The name's Pikachu, and I'm what you might call a great detective. I live and work here in Rhyme City, where humans and Pokemon live side by side. Everyone loves it here, and not just because the coffee's outstanding. When I'm not busy solving cases that crop up, I'm looking for leads on my missing partner, Harry. And it's no walk in the park, let me tell you. You want to know more about me? All right. I guess I can open up a little. First, here's Tim. He's my partner at the moment. For some reason, Tim can understand what I'm saying, even though he's human. And this guy right here is Harry. He's Tim's dad, if you can believe it. Then we got Tim's mom, Irene, and his little sister, Sophia. There's also Rachel, who goes to college with Tim. Well, speaking of Rachel, her dad, Howard, he's actually the mayor of Rhyme City. And I barely scratched the surface of all the interesting characters around here. Now, let me give you the gist of what me and Tim do. Whenever an incident occurs, Tim talks to the people, I talk to the Pokemon, and we work together using our case notebook to deduce what happened. Investigating a scene, we're total pros at finding everything. But even pros gotta take it easy every so often. You can count on us to solve even the toughest cases in a flash. Oh, right! Sometimes other Pokemon help us with our investigations. Take Rowlet, for instance. She can track down suspects with her sensitive nose. And Darmanitan here packs a pulverizing punch. All kinds of Pokemon lend us a hand. Oh, how could I forget the Hi-Hat Cafe? It's a famous coffee house in Rhyme City, and I'm their best customer. Oh, that first cup in the morning really hits the spot.
Oh man, Pokemon battling! It's so much better. So much more fun than I ever even knew! Let's have us a fruitful battle!
At last, our first sync pair from the Paldea region. It's Nemona and Pawmot. Nemona will make her debut in a new story event coming soon. We hope you'll enjoy seeing her interact with trainers from other regions. Nemona and Pawmot are a special sync pair with the new Sprint Roll. Sync pairs with the Sprint Roll excel at attacking quickly. By introducing new roles like this one, battles in Pokemon Masters EX will keep on evolving. The Pokefair featuring Nemona and Pawmot will go live right after this broadcast. Be sure to check them out when you're done tuning in. And beginning August 9th, another special event will be held to celebrate Nemona's debut. Battle against Nemona as she gets stronger day by day to earn gems. Plus, starting August 16th, Victor and Spectrier will appear. They're a sync pair with the new Field Roll, which excels at field effects. anyone who completes this event can team up with them. And to celebrate this Pokemon Present, you can claim a gift of 3,000 gems after this presentation ends. There are plenty more events in the works as we ramp up for the 4th anniversary of Pokemon Masters EX, so stay tuned.
can't believe it's over. Just like that. I want to see those bastards get what they deserve. Hurt them for me.
Frostlanders! Leave none alive!
Welcome to the Dust Fair, source of all your LARPing needs.
The Frostlanders have gathered in force to besiege the Dust Fair.
Ready thy weapons!
For a lot divided against itself cannot stand. For the Queen! Prepare to die!
Get the fuck out of our game.
Here we go!
Man, does that mean I'm dead? Ow, ow, ow!
She'll never take our freedom!
Since our creation, humans have oppressed us. You have lived in fear. That ends now. This is not war. This is liberation.
We're being overrun! No sector is everywhere!
Mind if we cut in?
I carry my burdens alone. Captive sun is ready to burn.
Face the sunrise!
Push forward. I'm taking the objective. Come on over.
Justice reigns from above! Ah!
New advancements discovered.
I will do anything it takes.
We have a lot of work to do out there!
One last battle, one final fight. Did you think that we were done? Did you think the war was won? We went to hell and back, but the fight is far from over. Terror rises from the ash of the evil we surmounted. Every day there's another way to stand up and be counted. So let's take the fight for freedom across the land and sea, so every terrorist can have the chance to die for liberty. In one last battle, one final fight, pro-force forever, freedom never dies, today and tomorrow, until the end of time, we'll fight till the battle is done.
In this game, numbers are everything.
First and 10 at their own 20.
6'5", 237. Unstoppable. 324 catches, 4,825 yards, and counting. 26 and a half sacks, 20 carrots, all the sauce, baby. In this game, numbers are everything, so call yours Madden 24.
Today's featured star is brave, elegant, and fashionable. But that doesn't make up for being a morally bankrupt fugitive now, does it? She uses her spirit whisper to ensnare hearts and minds, trapping her prey in a web of lies and deceit. And having courageously escaped that web myself firsthand, I should know. We're talking about none other than Kafka, the most dangerous member of the Stellaron Hunters. In today's episode, we've invited Miss Himiko, a follower of Machiavelli, who's rumored to have had several encounters with Kafka.
Hi everyone, I'm Himiko. As for my encounters with Kafka, they were little more than footnotes to a bigger journey.
Only valiant heroes like you, or me, could ever cross paths with Kafka and come out on top.
Ah, they told me you had a good sense of humor, Albert.
Oh, you're too kind! Now, according to her wanted notice, Kafka is a lightning-type character following the path of nihility. She's a stranger to fear, but has no trouble scaring the heck out of her enemies. Her basic attack deals lightning damage to a single target. When using her skill, Kafka wields her sword and deals increased lightning damage to a single target, as well as a set amount of damage to adjacent enemies. If the target is afflicted with DOT, they immediately receive additional damage as a set percentage of their current active DOT. As if her Spirit Whisper wasn't enough, Kafka's also highly skilled with various weapons.
If she feels the need for weapons, perhaps her Spirit Whisper isn't so great after all.
Speaking of weapons, Miss Himiko, do you smell gunpowder?
Explosives are my specialty.
When an ally uses a basic attack on an enemy, Kafka launches a follow-up attack and deals lightning damage to the target. There is also a chance of inflicting the target with the same shock effect as her ultimate for a set number of turns, which can only be triggered once per turn. During exploration, use Kafka's technique, Mercy is Not Forgiveness, to instantly attack all enemies within a set range. After entering battle, she deals lightning damage to all enemies, and there's a chance that all enemies will become shocked for a set number of turns. When Kafka unleashes her ultimate, she dispatches her enemies with the graceful Twilight Trill. In addition to dealing lightning damage to all enemies, there's also a chance of inflicting enemies with shock, as well as immediately dealing additional damage to currently shocked targets. Shock lasts for a set number of turns. After unlocking a specific trace, when Kafka unleashes her ultimate, she immediately deals damage to enemies by triggering their current active DOT.
For wanted criminals, dealing with unexpected battles is just part of their routine.
An ally makes the first move, launching a basic attack and inflicting wind shear on the enemy. With her talent in effect, Kafka swiftly delivers a follow-up attack, inflicting the enemy with shock. She then uses her skill, dealing damage in addition to triggering both wind shear and shock damage.
A classic Kafka tactic, leveraging the DOT effects that her allies inflict on the enemy.
Before they can react, Kafka unleashes her ultimate on the enemy, trapping them in a web of flying bullets and lightning strikes. Complete annihilation.
All those flashy moves seem like overkill if you ask me.
Miss Himiko, mind if I ask what the beef is between you two?
Why take kindly to someone who holds up your train journey?
Not the whole story?
Well, there's the unethically implanting a Stellaron, manipulating people's lives, speaking in riddles.
All that unwarranted attention. That sounds terrible, right, Trailblazers?
No time like rope time. Rope. Some lovely, nice rope to help us out of this. Shooting at things is fun, isn't it? Time to crack the ice with ice arrows. My bet is on fire arrows. I got this. These arrows have bounce. That's new. Oh, what adorable little creatures. And here I go, solving puzzles for the team. Whoopee. Foxrope, it's time for you to shine. This calls for a thief. What, does it look like we're doing a charity rescue run? We've our own small wizards to save.
Welcome back to our EA Sports FC 24 Deep Dive series. I'm Lee Ravel, and I am here with two experts, Jean and Richard, from the development team to chat through what might be the biggest year in Ultimate Team. How are we doing, guys?
Hey, Leah.
Hello.
There's so many new things we have to talk through today. The ability to improve players in our club with the brand new Ultimate Team Evolutions, the inclusion of women's football, and playstyles. Let's get straight into it. First up, we have to talk about Ultimate Team Evolutions. Are you telling me that I can finally improve players from my club?
That's right. We've never had anything quite like this in Ultimate Team. There's so much to love about what this unlocks for people's passions, for players, regardless of where they're at in their development. Richard, you want to explain how this works?
Yeah, so in Ultimate Team Evolutions, you're going to be able to pick your favorite players and upgrade them throughout the year. It's pretty straightforward. All you have to do is pick your favorite players, complete objectives with them, and then get their upgrades. For example, you complete 20 passes with them, get 2 assists, and that completes level 1 and earns you plus 10 short passing and also upgrades their weak foot.
You'll also be able to level up the player's item so that your club favorites stand out when you load into a match.
Love that. Moving on to one of my favorite things that I'm so excited to talk about. Women's football is coming to Ultimate Team.
You got it. The Ultimate Team dream is obviously to assemble your favorite footballers from around the world into an Ultimate 11. This is the biggest addition of top-tier players we've ever introduced into the game at one time.
It's called Ultimate Team. If you're not able to play with your favorite players, it's not really your Ultimate Team. So this year, with the introduction of more leagues and with evolutions especially, you're going to be able to make your Ultimate Team, and it's not going to look like anybody else's.
Love it. So, new players, some new leagues. With the introduction of women's football, how will chemistry work putting all of these new players into my Ultimate Team?
Well, chemistry will remain the same. For example, Sam Kerr will link to WSL players, her fellow Australians, and is going to link up with Chelsea players. So in Sam Kerr's case, she'll link to Lauren James and Reese James.
I love that. And what about heroes and icons? Can you tell the people if we expect any new ones?
Yeah, absolutely. You're going to be able to reach back into the history books to play with some of the greatest players from the past. But we know that the community has been wanting a change when it comes to icon chemistry. So when you have an icon in your team, they're going to apply a +1 league link to anybody in your squad. So that just opens up more squad building opportunities and more ways for you to make your team.
Will these new players pop into packs like everyone else?
Yes, indeed. Every player in Ultimate Team will share the same packs, the same pitch, and will be included in promos throughout the year.
Speaking of packs, something I'm really excited about. This year we have new sets, we have new animations, including my personal favorite, a 2-player walkout. So if you pack 2 really great players, they're both going to walk out at the same time.
That's awesome. Well, I'm starting to put things together. 5 new leagues, thanks to women's football, plus heroes and icons, and then players that I decide to improve via Ultimate Team Evolutions. Every squad is going to be so versatile, so different. I love that.
That's exactly what we're hoping for. Each of these new features should unlock a world of new squad building opportunities. Your club should feel personal and unique, so This is a great year for you to make your ultimate team truly yours.
I have to mention this new item design because we haven't talked about it yet, and that's something that stood out to me right away.
It's a big change, you're right. Redesigning the items was a chance to bring your favorite footballers into focus and helps you understand them at a glance. The new layout makes room for bigger images, more key information than ever before, like league crests for chemistry and even animated backgrounds.
And you'll notice new information as well. So those Playstyles Plus that you see on the left side of the item, these essentially will let you know what makes that player special on the pitch and how to get the most out of them in the game.
Yes. I was actually watching this in the gameplay deep dive the other day, and those sound amazing. Are playstyles a big part of the gameplay dynamic in Ultimate Team?
Absolutely. They're a feature that takes gameplay beyond overall ratings. Playstyles and Playstyles Plus are how we're bringing those signature abilities to life, so that players are more unique and play more like their real-world selves.
Yeah, Playstyles Plus especially are something to look out for. These signature abilities that are unique to world-class athletes are reserved only for the best players. You'll notice the difference when playing with players that have them.
Yeah, they're a great way to understand and get the best out of the players on the pitch, and a great way to know how to build a squad that has complementary skills and strengths.
I love it. Let's talk a little bit about objectives.
Yeah, well, we've been working hard to give you more focus and direction when you load up Ultimate Team. With the new objectives menu, it's easier to understand what to play for and get back to the action. There's also new navigation and a new quick switcher to cycle between modes so you can go straight from your squad to rivals, or from SBCs to the transfer market.
And there's another thing. Claim all. You'll finally be able to gather all your rewards from one group together at once.
Yes, I know how much the community has been asking for that one, myself included. Are there any other changes that we can tell them about?
Well, we've also made a little tweak to how players change position. Anyone with a secondary position will automatically switch to that new position, so you'll no longer need to get position modifiers and keep toggling your players back and forth in different roles.
And this change will make SBCs a lot more seamless, and you'll finally be able to use a player's secondary position in draft and get them some chemistry.
That's amazing. Well, you guys, thank you so much. It's been a pleasure to talk through Ultimate Team with the both of you. It feels honestly like a whole new game mode. Ultimate Team Evolutions, women's football, playstyles. I cannot wait to get started.
Thanks for chatting with us.
Yeah, thanks for having us, Leah.
This has been me, Leah Ravel, signing off, and we will see you back for more deep dives. Welcome to the club.
What is the worth of mortal life without a little chaos? My staff has merely been the carrot, and I am the stick. Let the game begin.
The Changeling, a trickster, a schemer, and a cult leader, always present but never seen. He can take on many faces, all but one, the great God Zeech himself. Excited to see the deceiving horror in action? You can order or share your thoughts below. In the Realm of Chaos campaign, the Changeling starts his journey of deception and disorder in Nordland. And in the Immortal Empires campaign, he begins his scheming in Stirland. The Changeling operates in the shadows and will never overtly hold a settlement, but this does not make him a Horde faction. As he isn't tied to a region, he can roam about the map recruiting units from anywhere and is free from all diplomatic penalties from trespassing. His only goals are to scheme and sow chaos while his cults operate obscured within settlements he has won victory over. After winning a settlement, the Changeling can plant hidden trickster cults to the ends of creating disorder in one form or another. There are two types of building chains, symbiotic and parasitic. Symbiotic buildings help the settlement grow, and of course, this helps the Changeling at the same time. The better a settlement does, the better you do. Parasitic buildings, on the other hand, cause damage and destruction, rotting the settlement and region from within. So there are a few choices to make. Do you want your host settlement to thrive, slowly die, or have a balanced give and take? For the most part, symbiotic buildings won't cause any real issues for the host settlement, and they can be blissful in their ignorance. They will provide you with fewer cult supplies compared to their parasitic counterparts, but that's the trade-off for remaining in the shadows. Parasitic buildings are more disruptive, upping corruption and lowering control. They also increase the chance of your cults being discovered in a settlement, meaning your cults can be booted out. The Warhammer world is a game board to the Changeling, and everyone in it are his pieces, all unwilling participants in his plots. This is how the Changeling has ultimate victory, by performing the ultimate scheme. But to get there, you need to perform multiple minor and grand schemes. Each theatre of war has its own set of schemes, all with different goals. Once you complete a minimum of 3 schemes in a theatre, you will be able to perform the grand scheme for that area. This unlocks a quest battle that you will need to win. Once you have completed 3 grand schemes, you will be able to unlock the ultimate scheme. Who you fight in this final battle will be determined by which grand scheme you have completed over the course of your campaign. One of the Changeling's greatest tricks is the ability to become anyone he wishes. You unlock new forms by defeating that lord or hero in battle, specific schemes, or diplomatic alliances. Once you've chosen which form you wish to take from the lords and heroes you have unlocked, you can transform into them freely in battle, inheriting their strengths and weaknesses. This opens up a huge number of tactical options when planning your grand strategies, and will always keep your opponent guessing. Comment which lord you would take into battle. To order or find out more about the game, check out the links below. Along with the assortment of existing units that the forces of Siege can access, Shadows of Change brings a few more to the Raven Gods roster. Wherever these wandering wizards go, magic and carnage is sure to follow. The Blue Scribes are the new legendary hero. They are quick and have a nasty assortment of spells to send all running. The Cockatrice is a large, single-entity flying monster. All talons, beak and tail, there is no safe place when this winged monstrosity is around. An abomination is all there is to be said for this horror. All magic and muscle, the Mutalic Vortex Beast is the last thing many see. The Sangor are rampaging, wielding monsters at heart. With Vanguard deployment, they can cause a lot of damage to the enemy. Echoed Hellbrass is your free LC hero, with high armor and a love of killing. You will also gain the Regiment of Renown units, the Sourguts, Shrieking Skyrays, and Aishan the Fallen. We hope you enjoyed this first look at the Changeling, his mechanics, and some of the new units that are coming to the Shadows of Change DLC. Yuanbo is next in the spotlight, so don't forget to subscribe so you know when that video drops. And if you wish to pre-order or learn more about the Shadows of Change DLC, all the usual links are in the description below.
People yearn to transcend the mundane world. That which is mysterious captivates us all. So, did you have a good look?
Yep. The hat's definitely empty.
In the space of a short performance, a magician must shatter the barrier between reality and fantasy, giving the audience a glimpse of the extraordinary.
Oi, this isn't what I ordered. I clearly asked for a cider.
Hey, you asked for a glass of our finest wine. Maybe you've had enough.
Oh, yeah, right. You think I don't know what I ordered?
There. How about you take another look at your drink?
Yeah, that's the stuff. The sweet smell of apples. What the? I swear I was just holding it.
In the eyes of most people, magic tricks are like miracles. But as magicians, we prefer to think that great miracles are like magic tricks.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Keeping Up with Star Rail and the finals of the Boulder Town Fight Club's 1,759th Fighting King Challenge Tournament. Our next competition is hotly anticipated, with townfolk practically falling over each other to get a view of the action for everyone's favorite red-headed fighting machine. Please welcome the 25-time winner, Moldhammerville Warrior, and peerless Boulder champion, Luca! Before the fight begins, let's take another look at what makes Luca the crowd favorite. Luca is a physical-type character following the path of nihility, whose iconic mechanical arm is a nightmare for his enemies. If you're thinking about causing trouble in the underworld, I suggest you think twice. Luca's basic attack, Direct Punch, deals physical damage to a single target. Consume a skill point and use his skill, Lacerating Fist, to deal physical damage to a single target with a high chance of inflicting bleed for a set number of turns. When combat begins, Luca possesses 1 stack of Fighting Will. After launching his basic attack or skill, he obtains an additional stack up to a maximum of 4. When Luca possesses 2 or more stacks, his basic attack is enhanced from Direct Punch to Sky Shatter Fist. 4-hit combo, consisting of 3 direct punches and a rising uppercut, all of which deal physical damage to a single target. Under the effect of his talent, if Luca's rising uppercut hits an enemy already inflicted with bleed, the enemy sustains additional damage as a set percentage of the original damage. After unlocking a specific trace, when using his enhanced basic attack, there's a chance that every hit of Direct Punch will grant Luca an additional hit. This trace does not apply to additional hits. During exploration, use Luca's technique Anticipator to immediately attack an enemy. After entering battle, Luca obtains Fighting Will and deals physical damage to a random enemy. There's a chance of inflicting the same bleed effect as his skill on the enemy. When Luca unleashes his ultimate, Coup de Grace, his fiery spirit sets the battlefield alight. In addition to obtaining Fighting Will, there's a high chance that the enemy target receives increased damage for a set number of turns. Luca will then deal physical damage to the said target. And it's time to get ringside, and these two are fresh out of bubble gum. Let the fight commence! Luca gains Fighting Will as he steps into the ring. He strikes first without hesitation, dealing damage to his opponent using his skill and inflicting them with bleed, all while obtaining another stack of Fighting Will. But his opponent doesn't take that line down, responding with a fierce counterattack. Luca receives the counterattack with 2 stacks of Fighting Will, returning the favor with an enhanced basic attack, triggering his opponent's bleed damage in the process. That's for speed! Is it over already? 3 cheers for the winner of the 1,759th Fighting Hold on a second. It seems like the opponent's trainer wants a piece of the action. Ben, you okay with this? Ooh, it looks like Luca's gesturing to the whole team, and he's telling the ref to stay out of it. This is about to get Woo! Luca unleashes a textbook ultimate. He inflicts his opponent with vulnerability and gains 2 stacks of fighting will. Against all odds, the other fighter is still on their feet and able to strike back. Luca uses his skill once again, inflicting damage and bleed in one fell swoop. His opponent springs into a counterattack, but he's fighting against the current. Luca unleashes his enhanced basic attack, Sky Shatter Fist, delivering a hail of brutal punches to his opponent, already suffering from vulnerability. Oh, uppercut! Luca triggers bleed damage and sends his opponent hurtling into the canvas. It's over. The warrior, the peerless champion. Victory burns red once again. A man whose strength lies not in the unfeeling cold of his iron fist, but in the flaming warmth of his fearless heart. Put your hands together for Luca, champion of the 1,759th Fighting King Challenge. It's party time in Boulder Town tonight. A reminder to our younger viewers, these are professionally trained fighters. Go do your homework.
That's all that Roma got left. Teeth on your neck and you smelling flesh on the breath. Grab the racer pack, stack bodies all day. My MRL 202 don't play. It ain't murder if they already dead. Click, clap, aim straight for the head. Locked and loaded, pull it back, let it crack with a pack. Head up to the roof for proof, it's time to set it up. Everybody all back. Swarm's coming, we're running and gunning, yeah. Inherit the meat, but the strong survive. We rising up to the sea. Swamp's coming, we running and gunning. Yeah, swamp's coming, now we running and gunning.
Lost girl, I know I'm not a lost girl, but this is all new, and I don't know what to do.
A killer is on the loose.
Calliope! Please, come on.
Do you really expect us to believe that Calliope chose you?
We are the chorus, the gods who remain, hidden in your modern world. I'm afraid you have to die.
This isn't justice! I can prove myself.
Everybody can feel the agony that's hidden there. Everybody can see the shallow grave we're digging here. Everybody, should we endure, should we interfere? Everybody, should I be part of this or disappear? Everybody wants to see you fall in love.
You can make us sing, but the song will always be ours.
Since our creation, humans have oppressed us. You have lived in fear. That ends now. This is not war. This is liberation.
We're being overrun! No sector is everywhere!
Mind if we cut in?
Hammer down!
I carry my burdens alone. Captive sun is ready to burn. Face the sunrise! Push forward.
I'm taking the objective. Come on over.
Justice reigns from above.
New advancements discovered.
I will do anything it takes.
We have a lot of work to do out there.
We don't have much time.
There is no sense in running anymore.
You're not allowed to die on me, Community Drummer, because I'm not losing the one person in the belt I give a shit about.
Last I was here was about 10 years ago. Much has happened since.
When will you learn? You are unnamed for a reason.
I tried to warn them that this would lead us into the cursed territory. Then the storm rose.
Thelos' light. The unworthy must keep to the shadows.
With this gauntlet, you bear the responsibility to break us all free.
The people may be thankful, but I still know who you are. And no one will ever notice one more dead unnamed.
Armed with fearsome karate capabilities, bubble-blowing expertise, and his trusty hydrodynamic spatula with port and starboard attachments, SpongeBob has all the tools you'll need to thrive in Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl 2. SpongeBob is an all-rounder type character with a straightforward moveset perfect for beginners, or even experienced players who just like to make the most out of simple tools. His light up and down attacks are great for launching and juggling opponents until it's time to start using his aerials. Most noteworthy of his aerials are his up air, which has a wide arc and pops opponents upwards, and his forward air, which has a powerful spiking sweet spot. Once you're ready to end your combo, his side and up charged air attacks are great choices at high percents. On the subject of charged attacks, it's quickly worth mentioning that every character has 3 on the ground and 3 in the air. SpongeBob has relatively short range and isn't the fastest character by any means, so he mostly has to rely on his neutral special, Bubble Blow, to take control of the stage and find an opening. His side special, Fishbowl Strike, can also be a solid approach option thanks to its surprising speed and an ability to absorb a small amount of damage before getting knocked out of the attack. Additionally, Fishbowl Strike can be used as a recovery tool to get a little bit closer to the stage before using his up special. This move does a good job of covering SpongeBob's head while it's out, but keep in mind you can only grab the ledge towards the end, so don't aim too high. In the event that your aim is slightly off, maybe try spending some of your slime meter to cancel the move and air dodge to safety. Or better yet, if you're craving something a little more advanced, try canceling the move offensively into an air strong. Or even better yet, cancel it into his down special, Chef Flip, and combo that into a finisher. If you land a hit with Chef Flip, you can cancel the move immediately by jumping for those fancy looking combo extensions. And as a nice bonus, it can also redirect projectiles. If you're just looking for a place to find your sea legs, SpongeBob is a great place to start. Once you get comfortable with the game's mechanics and SpongeBob's own tools, see where your imagination leads you.
If we're coming for you, run. We don't stop for anything or anyone. We are the danger from above.
Run for them life. When I step into the jungle, say they wanna group up. They better move up, never gonna win a Royal Rumble. Decide to vacate, the war's getting sweet just like a Ribena. Yo, listen, you hear that?
choice counts. The choices he made changed his life and ours. He remembered Adelpha as a vast and beautiful ecosystem where every living thing has its place and its purpose. But the invaders brought Sandra to our world and disconnected us from each other. You see, it is not enough just to climb every tower, as you might do on Earth. One must uncover how everything in our world is part of a whole. The many hidden relations that connect all living things on Adelpha in perfect harmony. He discovered our secrets, learned how to nurture our creatures, nourished our plants, to understand that they only grow together. And he learned to influence this delicate system for the better. The more effort he put in, the greater the impact. A true hero starts his journey any place he chooses, and eventually makes a difference everywhere he goes. By influencing the balance, supporting the resistance, and defying the invaders with just the right strategy. In return, our planet would grant him the powers of the Yards. But you can't become a citizen of Adelpha and change our world without it changing you as well.
So, how did you create that? Well, so I started back in Red Hill County, you know, over along the coast. But then I split the track between Grizzly River and Smoky Hill. Turned one half into a western town, and the other one into a crazy stadium with dinosaurs, jet skis. Just watch. All by yourself? Well, Bubba, Sarah, and Scooter all helped me. Once we found out about the loops, things got a little out of hand. So, what do we do now? What do you think? We play! Oh, wait. What? Do you really want to race in that? I got you. Satisfied? Much better.
Rise like the sun.
I'll do what I have to do. I won't hold back. I am Iliari, and I am the last child of the sun.
No giving up. We need to turn this around.
I require healing!
Stay near my pylon! I am not going to watch you die!
Moving to attack. Follow me in.
Out of sight, out of mind. I'm not here to play around. You get what you deserve. No time for rest.
Much better.
Es tu fin. This is our last chance. We have to fight. Face the sunrise! I'll take you all down. The weight of my future rests on my shoulders.
Everyone's favorite neighbor, Squidward Tentacles, is the first character new to the Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl 2 cast that we'll be covering in this series of character spotlights. With unique movement options available at his disposal, vein-popping anger that can be channeled into a huge speed boost and damage buff, as well as plenty of artistic talent, Squidward is here to show that he too can tussle with the best. First, let's quickly cover Squidward's basic moveset. Squidward's light up attack is a bit low range, but it is also equipped with some invincibility, making it a great anti-air that can also start combos. Downlight, likewise, is on the short side, but it's also an incredibly powerful spike, so you better give Squidward the respect he deserves. As for his grounded charge attacks, you might be able to recognize each of these from some memorable moments in SpongeBob between some lovely dance moves, a delicious Krusty Krab pizza, and of course, Krakatoa! Squidward's light aerials are integral parts of his combo game, and his light forward and up aerials are both multi-hit attacks that can be used to drag opponents down to extend your punishes. His down air is a spike, and besides being a beautiful display of artistry in the form of movement and rhythm, his neutral air also boasts plenty of range, which can help him assert dominance in the air. In case you didn't notice earlier, Squidward is in fact capable of performing double jump cancels. If you perform an aerial within the first few frames of performing a double jump, Squidward will accelerate back towards the ground immediately, allowing him to do attacks closer to the ground and even quickly change directions if you hold left or right. Squidward's down special allows him to channel his blind anger into something a little more helpful. After leaving himself vulnerable for a few seconds, Squidward's speed and damage output are increased dramatically, making it easier to find an opening or secure a knockout. And those combos that you saw earlier naturally become far more devastating. Squiddy's other specials include his clarinet, which fires a projectile that gets stronger the longer you hold the button, and his side special, Artistic Genius, which pulls a random painting from his portfolio. Different paintings have different strengths. There's also, of course, his up special. Squidward hops on his bike, which immediately explodes and sends him flying. That's all we'll show for Squidward this time around, so make sure to give him a try and see if you're bold or brash enough to make his talents shine.
Come on.
Hey. Get that plank over there.
Yeah.
Shield charge it.
Yeah.
Hey.
Hey. Get behind me. We need help. Yeah.
No worries. It's pretty easy.
Yes! Let's go, guys! Yes!
Ready for round two?
Yeah, sure.
Oh my, so late. Guys, I have to go. No. Stay.
What's the matter, Emily? Why are you so sad all the time? Nothing is the matter, nothing at all. There's nothing for me to be sad about, nothing to do, to love, to see, to be. I just feel... But that's alright. I think we're all like that at times. I'm fine. I get up every morning, go to work, and time goes by. 10 years now. More even since he died. He died a hero. He died, so now nobody asks anymore. Nobody asks, what's the matter, Emily? It's just me now. Alone. In the dark.
Of mortals, bound by fate's golden strands.
Tell of their laughter, their struggles, their glory.
Tell of warlike Sparta. Fate destined them for godlike greatness.
But the gods had other plans.
Their ambition angered the goddess. And winged retribution showed them no mercy.
staining their strands with darkness.
But don't cut it short.
Tell us the whole story. Tell us about hope.
It's time to feel more. Feel bigger. Feel stronger. Feel braver. Feel fiercer. Feel wiser. Feel smarter. Feel calmer. Feel happier. Feel freer. Feel faster. Tenser. Slicker. Bolder. Wilder. Closer. Deeper. Feel more and more and more. Feel it now with PS5.
PlayStation.
Battle command uplink initializing. Please stand by.
The Dynasty have amassed an enormous army right under our noses. And as of 10 minutes ago, while the GDF Council was debating whether to even respond, the Dynasty have launched attacks across our western border. They've been planning this for God knows how long. SICOM, Code Red. Issue an immediate retreat order to all GDF units in 10 miles. Get our troops out of there. Weapons free. These things fire, fire back. Get our drone fleet in the air and get me a satellite pointed at this. I want to know what the hell we're dealing with. I have reinforcements on their way to you. Pull that base apart.
We've discovered a strange property. On a large scale, the event could be catastrophic. Get me one of these missiles, Commander.
It's been a while since I last talked to anyone like this. Things are pretty good, for once. I got a job. Taking a client to visit her uncle at their setup. You know what that is? It's a place where you go when you need a vacation, but it's your family who thinks you should go rather than something you decided on your own. I'm sure it's a fine institution, but that place always felt inevitable to me. Like I'm chained to it. Or like it's keeping me around for something. Like there's something I'm supposed to do. Like what am I supposed to do? Why the hell do I wake up hearing that damn voice? I know what it sounds like. But it's not what you think. I'm not afraid of that place. I don't want to dig up the past.
Welcome to the heart of Africa, where I've hunted since I was a young man. You might think you know what it's like. But out here, there is so much more. And even after so many years, every time I'm heading out into the wild, I'm overwhelmed by the beauty of the vast savanna, a world unseen by many. Even though these habitats seem resilient, we still need to treat these ecosystems with care because the balance is more fragile than it seems. Keep in mind, You're not the only dangerous species here. If you follow my guidance and respect the laws of nature, we will embark on adventures beyond your wildest imagination. So book your flights, pack your gear, and remember to bring your brand new bow. Out here, you're gonna need it. Welcome to Way of the Hunters, exotic and wild new hunting grounds. Welcome to Tickamoon Plains.
Whoa, kid! It's so beautiful! It's a snow day, the most magical of days in a young child's life. Yes! Yes! There's no kid! It's a snow day! Hey, new kid! It's a snow day, dude! No school, everybody! No school!
There are days I will always remember when the sun and the world were bright. Solar energy filled all our needs, but only a few could bring the sun's power into themselves. These were the Inti warriors, but we call them the children of the sun. They aided our people in so many ways, as providers, healers, and in times of danger, our protectors. I was always told I would become a warrior, a big responsibility, but I had a gift that could help my people. So, I trained. At last came the day they said I was ready to join their ranks and embrace the sun. There are days I will always remember. Was it my fault that no one knew the true extent of my power? To this day, I still don't understand what I did wrong. But it doesn't matter anymore. I will make up for what I've done. Because I am Iliari, and I am the last child of the sun.
And you ain't paid your nugs yet? Oh, fuck me.
Do the same for that one. Hey!
What?
Nothing ever changes. Hey, you! Get out of here!
Calm down. I'm going.
Good choice.
You have a good day, too. Don't have fucking excuses. You think this is a joke or what? Any reason you're still breathing? Stop! Watch it, you idiot! What a fool.
One at a time, boys.
There's the line. You had your share, mate. Get lost. Get lost.
Oi, you twat!
What was that?
Sorry, you fucking twat!
Mess him up! Time to put that booty to good use. Still taking bets? Come. That's a big boy! Come on, fry him! Yeah! I really thought you could get away with this, eh? Wait.
Operation Heavy Metal is bringing something big to Rainbow Six Siege. Something destructive. Something Sweet Harry's ghost. What is that noise? Why is everything exploding? What in the actual fuck? Friends, the chaos you're seeing is the work of the Boogie Auto Breacher. This rolling riot wrecks anything destructible in its path and ensures you'll always know when RAM, the new South Korean operator, is in the round. The third season of Year 8 of Rainbow Six Siege is also delivering operator updates for Grim, Fuse, and Frost, a significant change to shotguns to increase their efficacy, a new weapon roulette mode to mix things up in the permanent arcade playlist, and more. Let's focus first on Ram, the new attacking operator who enters the Siege roster as part of the Red Hammer squad. Led by Thermite, these operators are not known for their delicate touch, so Ram fits right in. Her loadout primaries include the LMG-E light machine gun for matching the big and loud theme of her gadget, and the R4C assault rifle for more precision work. Her secondary options are the ITA-12S, one of the beneficiaries of the new shotgun buff, and the MK1 9mm pistol. Bring along stun grenades or a hard breach charge, and Ram is ready to root out her foes no matter where they hide. With, of course, the help of her Boogie Auto Breacher, which allows her to create chaos in 3 easy steps. Step 1. Choose the direction you want the Boogie to go. Straight ahead is the default, but it can also curve left or right. Just toggle the weapon mode like you do for Capitão's bolts, and that's step 1 done. Step 2. Drop it on the ground. Heave it through a barricade. Chuck it at a boarded up window. Once it lands, the Boogie is ready to boogie. Step 3. Activate. Do it right away, or time it perfectly with a team maneuver, or wait until you've snuck around to a more advantageous position. Then, let the chaos commence. The Boogie is custom engineered to pulverize a huge swath of destructible floor. And because the Boogie just goes once activated, it means that Ram and her friends can find their angles and wait safely until the Boogie gives them a clear line of sight to smite their foes from above. The Boogie's destructive force applies to whatever is in its path as well. It has no problems bashing down deployable shields, chewing up frost mats, triggering any number of traps, even just motoring right through a soft wall. And if an unfortunate defender happens to be DBNO in the right place at the wrong time, well, like I said, unfortunate. You've also probably noticed that the boogie creates an absolute cacophony, and all that noise is a huge strategic asset that you can use to cover any number of synchronized breaches or fuse cluster chargings. Heck, you can probably get off a sneaky diffuser plant amidst all the hubbub. I mean, will your opponents really be able to hear an incoming Amaru amidst the explosions, or detect a drone incursion by Twitch or Brava or Flores? Maybe, but there's something about the noise and the fact that the ceiling is turning into a dozen deadly vertical sightlines that tends to be very distracting. Now, despite its bulletproof armor and explosive antics, the boogie can be stopped. An impact grenade, or C4, will destroy it, as will shooting the red canister at the rear of the device. Mute can also stop it before it gets started. His jammers cut off the signal RAM uses to activate her gadget. So, if the boogie is deployed in a jammer's radius, it won't go until the jammer is dealt with. Once it's activated, though, it's a purely mechanical operation that cannot be jammed, won't be stopped by electrified wires, and fears neither man nor God. The Boogie Auto Breacher is built to break down defenses, open up opportunities for vertical play, and generally sow chaos and confusion among the defenders so that Ram and her teammates can execute their plans. Operation Heavy Metal is also unleashing operator updates and a new game mode. So let's talk about those for a sec. Grim can now toggle his Kawan Hive launcher to shoot either sticky projectiles or ones that will bounce one time before landing and unleashing the bees. This gives him more flexibility to deploy his intel gathering friends without having to expose his face to his bullet firing enemies. Combined with last season's buff that gave him new loadout options and increased how quickly his bees deploy, how much area they cover, and how long they linger, things are looking grim for Grim's enemies. Fuse's cluster charges will be deployable on deployable shields. Now, if that strikes you as a very risky maneuver, I agree. You'll also be able to deploy them on Osa's Talon 8 shields, as long as you don't mind showing any nearby defenders exactly what you're up to. And coming later in the season, a change to Frost's welcome mats that will allow you to remove yourself from the metal jaws of death, though you might still want to wait for a teammate's aid once you hear this next part. After escaping the trap, you are badly hurt, meaning you move more slowly, make more noise, and leave a blood trail that defenders can easily follow. These effects wear off after a time, and one day, in the twilight of your years, you might be able to forget the searing agony of your desperate escape. But in the meantime, probably best to continue avoiding frost mats. As for the new game mode in the permanent arcade playlist, it's called Weapon Roulette. It's team deathmatch with a twist. Everyone spawns with the same random weapon, and everyone gets the same new random weapon once the roulette timer reaches 0. It's a fun way to flex your skills across the Siege arsenal, and you don't really have to worry about getting caught switching in the middle of a shootout, because your opponent will be having the exact same problem. There are a few more neat updates coming with Operation Heavy Metal, so let's hit a few highlights real quick. Shotguns are getting a host of tweaks to things like spread, damage, range, and headshot modifier, all aims to make them more consistent and reliable. You'll also be able to make bigger holes in destructible surfaces if you hip-fire them while moving, all the better to shape the map to your advantage. Note that these changes do not affect slug shotguns like the TCSG-12, ACS-12, and Boss G. You'll also notice a few changes when you hop into Quick Match. Rounds now begin with a few basic walls already reinforced, and a few rotation holes already opened up. Plus, in the first few seconds of the round, defenders will be unable to shoot outside or run out, giving attackers a welcome reprieve from spawn peeking. All of these updates and more are coming for free to Rainbow Six Siege when Operation Heavy Metal launches. The new operator, Ram, and her Boogie Auto Breacher will be unlockable at season launch through the Premium Battle Pass and available 2 weeks later for purchase with Renown or R6 credits. Get the latest Rainbow Six Siege updates by subscribing to this channel and visit us at news.ubisoft.com.
Keep those legs moving, Chanzaya. We need to improve our time to make the cut.
Let's apply to Rainbow, she said. It'll be fun, she said.
Move! Vigil, come in! No answer! The weapon's cast! Vigil. Chop her down.
Jimmy Neutron, the boy genius, makes his way into Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl 2 as a defensive zoner wielding all sorts of fantastic inventions, including his secret watch laser, an all-purpose toaster, the super bubblegum mobile, intelligent purple flurp rocket launcher, and many more. Jimmy's most noteworthy invention is, of course, his beloved robot companion, Goddard, who can be summoned with down special, and once active, can be controlled by again pressing down special. If you choose to let him keep running, he'll explode on contact with the opponent. Goddard will be destroyed after taking a bit of damage, so try to keep him close. Goddard can fly around with the control stick, shoot lasers with the charge attack button, chomp with the regular attack button, and even be dropped on enemies' heads by holding down and again pressing the regular attack button. Just be careful to remember that while you're controlling Goddard, Jimmy himself will be stationary and vulnerable, but all you have to do to switch back is again press the special button. You'll also immediately be forced back to Jimmy if he starts taking damage. As for his other gadgets, Jimmy's Neutral B is a rocket launcher that lets you pre-program a series of inputs into the rocket's trajectory, meaning whichever directions you press while charging the rocket, that's the direction the rocket will travel. If all that neuron activation is too complicated for you, don't worry, Jimmy has plenty of fancy tricks without Goddard. His disjointed attacks, like his grounded light forward and aerial light forward, are fantastic for slapping opponents away. And the Super Bubblegum Mobile covers his entire body with an active hitbox, making it a very difficult attack to challenge and a great one to throw out if you get overwhelmed or have trouble landing. To touch on one of Jimmy's weaknesses, his recovery is rather average, being pretty slow and vulnerable overall since the up special doesn't have a hitbox. If you have your jump, however, you can use that during the up special and then up special again if you'd like. And don't forget, you can always slime cancel to get out early, or use Goddard as a way to provide cover. This all only scratches the surface of what might be possible with Jimmy, so it's up to you to hop in the lab, run some experiments, and show off all the tech that you've discovered.
Pleased to make your acquaintance. I am Linny's magic assistant, and if you have work-related inquiries, please ask Linny. If you have questions related to seeing a magic show, please ask the ticket office. Seems Linny is saying some strange things again. It's really worrying. I can see the conditions for victory now. after the sun goes down, the desires hidden in people's hearts will rise to the surface. Let the magic begin! Let me take the heat.
Why don't you let me take the stage? Yes, take me with you.
Evening shows are spectacular. Should I reserve a ticket for you?
Magic is an art of performance. But before the performance begins, a little preparation is needed. Welcome to Linny and Lynette's Magic Show! Which is real, and which is an illusion? Take a guess, because our next trick is about to begin. Let's get this show on the road! Right up. This has been Linny and Lynette's Magic Show. Thanks for watching.
It's just a rehearsal, you know? Aren't you overdoing it?
It's the only way to iron out the wrinkles. Well, Fermine, what do you think?
I think it was excellent. If I had to make a suggestion, how about giving Pear a part in the show?
I am a military clone. One of the few left after cloning was abolished.
I know you're no better than any mercenary. I have my suspicions who you're working for. Name your price.
There will be no negotiating. Turn back and keep to your own affairs. You have been warned.
You obviously have no understanding of what's at stake here. Millions will die.
When the dust of war has settled on a new constellation, they will name it after me.
It's all connected. This may be more explosive than any of us realize.
little fadeaway.
Came from nothing, now my Lambo look like dolphin fins. You the bowl full of rice and I'ma call you Glenn. Hold that down, none of my business. Let's get it. I'm with you, 150. It's just resident for the city. I know that you scared. I know that you scared. I'm standing on all them. I'm standing on all them.
I've seen terrible things born out in the darkness. Every moment brings them closer.
Oh my gosh, where are we?
And the music. You ready? Dad, are you ready? Oh, meu Deus!
All ends are beginnings.
Battle stations!
Alright, game over, credits. Oh my god.
Holy crap.
About time we go to the moon.
Is that a darkest ship behind Okora?
Sir Happy Eris is back.
We are your
Salvation.
Wait.
The line between light and dark is so very thin. Let's cross it together.
Holy crap! This got me feeling things.
Hello, old friend.
Let's go!
俺はマジで鳥肌立ちました。
Go, go, go!
Oh my god.
Alright, put the popcorn down, y'all.
I'm afraid. What? Traveler just did a Death Star! Yo! Oh my god!
What is he doing?
No way!
Oh my god, was?
As Season 5 comes to an end, we couldn't wait to show you what's coming next to Battlefield 2042. So let's start with a first look at Season 6, featuring a new map, a chillingly unique battleground harboring dark secrets. Season 6 will arrive in October, and you can expect more new content and features that we'll reveal nearer the time. Immediately after Season 5, you're going to have the opportunity to relive some of the best moments from our last year during Redux. Packed full of returning content, themed events, game modes, cosmetics, and rewards, headlined by remixing our themed events from Seasons 2, 3, and 4, rebalanced and brought to more maps. So if you missed it first time around, during the first 2 weeks you can play the Liquidators, prime close quarters combat. Then you'll get to play the Battle of Norvik, securing the objective at all costs. Finally, Leviathan Rising, sabotage the enemy's operation and force their retreat. We can't wait to see you experience these returning events with a refined mode every week on more maps with new player counts and more. There will be a progression track throughout with rewards ranging from entirely new content, including character, vehicle and weapon skins, to previous store content that now becomes earnable. And this time around, you'll be able to earn ribbons playing any official game mode. Additionally, throughout Redux there will be more experiences, double XP weekends, store giveaways, quality of life improvements and more. Relive and experience some of the highlights from our first few seasons once again during Redux, with all the new content and improvements we've brought to the game, all on the road to Season 6. We'll see you on the battlefield.
Johnny Cage, Lee May, Sub-Zero.
You don't know me, but I've found you.
Oh, man.
It wasn't easy, seeing how you've never met. I'm looking for someone, but her words were persuasive. Once I tracked you down, I went back to her, but she was gone.
Interesting.
All I found in the debris was an address, which I've enclosed.
Where's Eleanor Malone?
If she were important, why did you lose her?
I'm going to make sure she's all right.
Let me tell you why I came. For the experience.
If there's any part of you that cares for your daughter, you'll come too.
Oh my.
Welcome to the Isle Tide Hotel.
Magic is a kind of real illusion, and those few who excel at making illusions that shock and amaze will become renowned among magicians. From the performance posters adorning the opera houses of Fontaine to the hearty recommendations of hotel concierges and conversations with citizens on the streets, it isn't difficult to guess who the title of most popular magician belongs to.
We'll be a traveling magic troupe.
Magic is not simply a stage performance for Lenny, for the tricks of the trade have become a part of his everyday life. If you were to liken the battlefield to a stage, Lenny's bow and arrows would be his props, while the talented magician himself creates surprises for anyone watching the show. Those who are keen observers are more familiar with their own blind spots. When Lenny is in the party, the location of items unique to Fontaine will appear on your minimap, making it easier to gather resources. Lenny's normal attack can combo up to 4 consecutive shots, dealing physical damage. With a charged attack, Lenny executes a more precise aimed shot that deals increased damage. The shot has different effects depending on how long the charging lasts. At charge level 1, Lenny fires off a pyro-infused arrow that deals pyro damage. At charge level 2, Lenny fires off a prop arrow that deals pyro damage. After hitting, a Grinmalkin hat will be summoned. Grinmalkin hats can taunt nearby opponents, causing them to attack the hat. Each opponent can only be taunted periodically. When a Grinmalkin hat is destroyed, or its duration expires, it will fire off a pyrotechnic strike at a nearby opponent, dealing pyro damage. Only one Grinmalkin hat can exist at once. It inherits HP in proportion to Lenny's maximum HP. In addition, if Lenny's HP is higher than a certain threshold when he fires a prop arrow, Lenny will consume a portion of his own HP to obtain 1 prop surplus stack. The number of stacks is limited, and all stacks will be removed once Lenny stays out of combat for too long. Lenny's HP cannot fall below a certain threshold in this way. After unlocking the talent Perilous Performance, if Lenny consumes HP by firing off a prop arrow, the Grinmalkin hat will restore a certain amount of elemental energy after it strikes an enemy, and will gain increased damage based on its attack. Prop arrows periodically call down Spirit Breath Thorns upon the location they hit, dealing Numa-aligned pyro damage. Using his elemental skill, Lenny does a flourish with his hat, unleashing a firework surprise when a Grinmalkin hat created by Lenny is on the field. The fireworks will cause it to explode violently, dealing AoE pyro damage equivalent to a pyrotechnic strike. Damage dealt by the Grinmalkin hat in this way is considered charged attack damage. When Linny uses his elemental skill, all prop surplus stacks will be cleared, dealing AoE pyro damage to opponents in front of him. Damage will be increased based on the number of stacks cleared, and Linny's HP will be regenerated based on his max HP.
Let's get this show on the road!
Using his elemental burst, Linny unleashes his magic, turning into a fast-moving Grinmalkin cat. This is not to be confused with the Grinmalkin hat. They're two different props. When the Grinmalkin cat gets close to opponents, it will call down flames upon them, dealing up to 1 instance of pyro damage to each opponent. When the duration ends, Linny will dismiss the Grinmalkin cat and ignite magnificent fireworks that deal AoE pyro damage, summon a Grinmalkin hat, and gain 1 prop surplus stack. Linny can also deactivate Grinmalkin cat prematurely. A magnificent performance always leaves the audience yearning for an encore. If the applause is rapturous enough, the magician might even improvise a few new tricks on the spot. After unlocking the talent Conclusive Ovation, Linny deals increased damage to opponents affected by pyro. In addition, each pyro party member other than Linny will increase this damage bonus. The damage increase that can be gained in this way has a maximum limit. Only an actor who has mastered their skills and who can instantly adapt is worthy of being a maestro of magic, and Linny is fully deserving of the title. In battle, prop arrows are Linny's primary source of damage. By continually firing prop arrows, not only can Linny summon Grinmalkin hats and fire off pyrotechnic strikes, he can also gain prop surplus stacks. By using his elemental skill to clear stacks at the right time, Linny can deal even more damage to enemies. When energy is full, Linny can transform into a Grinmalkin cat, moving agilely about the battlefield, getting close to enemies, and delivering a magnificent final performance under a shower of pyrotechnic magic. No one wishes to be tricked, but people still willingly take their seats to watch a magic show whose purpose is to deliberately deceive. Is it to lose themselves in a splendorous illusion, even for a short while, or is it to see through the illusions and trickery? Either way, we need not pry too deeply. For regardless of how real the magic seems, it is but a performance. Just consider it a rare piece of entertainment in a world of fickle fate. Is that not enough?